like to introduce our next guest. We have another kind of breaking the segment down in half. A2Z Drone Delivery was started up by 2 Brown students, so I'd like to introduce Jacob Dyer. He's around the corner. Awesome. Come on in. Cool. Check this out. This is amazing. Jacob, how are you?
Very good. How are you?
Good, good. What year are you?
I'm a sophomore at Brown.
You're a sophomore. Amazing.
Yep.
Okay, so this is your drone, and this is awesome. I love this. And tell me, okay, you were saying this weighs about how much?
Right now it's about 4 kg.
So it's not, but it's not totally put together, right?
It doesn't have the cookies attached to it.
It doesn't have all the good stuff.
That we'll be delivering, but yeah, not everything.
Okay, so I'm not going to make him hold this the whole time. We're going to set it down, and we're going to get some more information from your partner in crime, in business. So we're going to talk more about the drone, but you're going to tell me a little bit about your business, how you guys started this up. So tell me just a little bit about A2Z Drone Delivery.
Yeah, for sure.
I can spit it out, sorry.
Yeah. So right now we're not like technically a business. We're not really making money, not really looking at that avenue currently. But we're kind of a project that's working on pushing the boundaries of drones currently used on the market. So right now we've got a lot of people flying around getting really good pictures, really awesome sights of things around the world. But we're looking into finding a way to deliver things and potential applications to that across the market, across various industries. You're looking at, helping reach people with, for example, there's a huge hurricane, how do you get supplies in? Drone, you can get over the roads that might be washed out. So lots of cool applications for it. But right now we're just trying to get it to work.
You're just trying to get it to work.
Yeah.
How did you get into this idea? How did this concept come about?
Drones naturally are something that are really cool, really recently have really taken flight, excuse my metaphor.
Literally.
But just the fact that cars are operating on a 2D space, they're going, forward, backwards, left or right. Drones, you're opening a whole nother dimension. And it's just really cool technology we're really interested in, and it's not matured yet. So there's still a lot of space to really develop this new technology.
So really getting that hands-on approach and really digging in to see what you can expand on.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's talk a little bit about what you think the potential is for a potential company like this. Like you said, you're kind of just in that project phase right now, but talk to me about what you think the potential is to grow a business.
I think within, hard to say with all the regulations that we're currently facing, with the FAA and everything, but within 7 to 10 years, you're going to be seeing a lot more drone delivery on the market, and so there's huge growth potential for this specific idea, the drone delivery concept. Just a matter of kind of navigating the regulation, getting around it, seeing how we might be able to be safe, because that's why the regulations are there, but also be able to really push the boundaries of a new technology and bring something that can add, tons of efficiency to a lot of the things that we're currently doing.
Yeah, so what do you want to do? Talk to me a little bit about the project itself, and talk to me just kind of what exactly you guys want to do, what you're looking to do.
Yeah, so right now we're just using an industrial drone. We're using a DJI M100 drone. And what we're looking in particular right now is at the delivery mechanism. So how we can get a package from point A to point B, that being from the drone to a person on the ground, as quickly and as safely as possible. Obviously, you can expand that to make a whole drone infrastructure system where you're delivering packages or whatever, cookies, pizza, anything from point A to point B. But right now, we're just looking at how we get from the drone to the person and that in between space.
And that's what you guys are tackling. That's what you guys are looking at. What's the feedback been like on campus? Are people pumped? Are people like, wow, these guys are taking on this concept that bigwigs are taking on?
Yeah, it's really cool because you're looking at companies like Amazon. Flirty is one of the other big companies that's kind of looking into this technology. They're doing awesome things there. But just on the Brown campus itself, we're getting a lot of great reaction. We've got an upcoming event. We're partnering with Insomnia Cookies. They just opened up on Thayer Street. Awesome cookie place. Love their cookies, and they graciously offered to help us out with this. So we're going to be working together to deliver cookies on the main green at Brown next Monday. But people are really excited about it. They're really excited about the cookies, and they're really excited that they're
Everyone's always excited about
coming
cookies.
from the sky. Obviously, we've made sure to work closely with the university because we want it to be safe and a fun experience for everyone.
Yeah, no kidding. You want it to be safe. So tell me a little bit about the drone technology landscape, because you mentioned what kind of drone you're using, and for me, I'm not super invested in the different kinds of technology in drones, but I'm curious to see the progress that we're making on this kind of forefront.
Yeah, for sure. So a lot of the drones that you'll be seeing, outside flying around, there'll be hobbyists who are looking at, how can I get the coolest shot of this cool bay that I'm looking at. But what we're looking at, you don't usually see. It's not something that you'll see on a daily basis, but a lot of those large companies, Amazon, Google, Flirty I mentioned is specifically working into drone delivery. They're all working with these concepts. Unfortunately, in the US with the FAA regulations, it's actually very heavily regulated right now. So it's kind of working how to navigate that, obviously keeping it safe, but being able to actually have this concept work for everybody so we can apply it to, food delivery, delivery of stuff from Amazon, anything like that. So currently it's kind of at an infant stage. Looking forward, just a matter of working with the government, establishing the regulation, and seeing where we can go from there.
Do you think it's going to take young people like yourself to push this forward, to get more things going like this, kind of in correlation with these big businesses?
Yeah, obviously Amazon, they have a lot of money to work with. They have a lot of awesome, smart people, engineers that are doing that. My partner and I, Aaron, we've been friends since we were young, and
awesome.
we're just doing this. We really love it. We like having fun. We like flying the drone. But I think that it really takes, we really bring a lot of energy to this.
Yeah.
Obviously, that's not to say that people at Amazon or Flirty don't have energy. But just having, two guys at a college campus, throwing stuff together, it really adds excitement to the field. It generates a lot of traction with, what we're talking about and how we can be able to expand that beyond that. So I think it really helps a lot.
Amazing. All right. Well, I'm going to get you out of here. Jacob, thank you so much for joining us.
You.
We're going to bring apparently your childhood friend and your partner in crime in here. So thanks so much for talking to us, and watch out for the drone on the way out. All right. Thank you so much, Jacob. All right. Let's get to Aaron Zhang in here. Hello. How you doing?
Good.
Good. Thank you so much for coming in. Where did you guys grow up?
So we went to Shanghai American School.
Okay.
And we met each other in 8th grade.
Awesome. Okay, so you guys have known each other for a while. And what year in school are you? What year in Brown?
I'm a senior.
You're a senior. So are you graduating this year and staying around?
So I'm likely going to do a 5th year master's at Brown.
Good for you. That's amazing. All right, so you're going to walk us through a little bit on the technology and explain to us the drone and kind of fill us in on what you are doing.
Okay, so we're approaching this drone delivery problem from a safety standpoint.
Okay.
So a quick story, a year ago, around this time, I was building my own drone. And I was involved in a pretty bad accident because I was testing it in my room late at night. I live in Buxton House, the International House at Brown. And it was 2 a.m., I went to bed already. The drone wasn't working yet, but I wanted it to work soon. And then right when I was about to fall asleep, I was like, oh, I can fix this. I thought of something. So I hopped out of bed, and then I plugged into the computer, and I changed something. And suddenly it took off. And it's even bigger than the drone we have here. It cut me. It was pretty bad. I had to get stitches. So that was kind of the beginning of, from that point on, I needed to solve this issue because we all know that drones are becoming more and more popular.
Yeah, and you hear more and more people cutting themselves.
And
you're hearing about it.
It's within reason that the FAA is imposing all these strict regulations because it is dangerous. But I think that we can make it safer by designing these things. So what we've made is a tethering system, and the tethering system is the interface between the drone and the receiver.
Cool.
Or the sender.
Okay.
So companies like Amazon, you've probably seen like ads or videos of them having the drone land on the landing spot.
Or you see even like Domino's was exploring this idea of delivering pizza and it lands.
Yeah. So that's one way of doing it, but that requires you to land, and requiring you to land from a technical standpoint, you have to look at, okay, where are the obstacles as you go down or as you go up. Maybe if you're going down an alley, there might be crosswind. That's all hard to predict. So we're approaching this from a different standpoint. We're going to lower the package, and we're going to reel up whatever package they need to send.
Cool.
And so if you're imagining that sort of a system, there's also many different scenarios where things could go wrong. So if there's wind, if somebody is trying to steal your
that's the first thing that I thought of. Yank it down.
And that's actually something that our partner Insomnia Cookies, they mentioned to us. Well, what if somebody, they operate at night, they deliver their cookies late at night. People probably are like, I want this cookies. Drone too. And so we're going to reel down the drone. But then how do we prevent that? And that's one of the other issues that we've solved. And also efficiency. So if you're lowering the package, you might think that it's not as fast as the drone actually landing. That's not true, because the way we've designed it, it goes down very, very fast, but also safe. Okay. So right now it's a...
Yeah, let's pick this thing up.
Okay, so it's a...
This is so cool.
It's kind of complicated. It's currently patent pending. Basically, you have a spool for the tether. The tether is a string. On the other end, there's a hook. The hook is what grabs onto whatever package. And there's a subsystem that allows the tethering system to go into 3 different modes.
Okay.
So these 3 different modes, one is lock, the other is free fall, the third one is drive. So if you just have these 3 different modes, they can't really see it. It's kind of... Okay, you can't... It's very jumbled up inside.
But you can see that that's the tether. Here you have a camera.
Yeah, so this is the DJI M100 platform. It's the safest industrial level drone that we found, and it's the best for our purposes. And so we're relying on the most robust, most stable system that is out there that's accessible to us. We have a camera on there that provides us a live feed, and our tethering system is right down in the middle, close to the center of gravity of the drone. And so back to the 3 different modes. So you're flying. Once the drone arrives at the destination above where the receiver, it wouldn't be flying above the person, first of all. It would arrive on top of the destination, and then it would engage free fall of the package. The package wouldn't actually be falling that fast. There's some friction inside, and there's also it would reach terminal velocity at some point. We plan to hover around 40 feet. We're gonna free fall the package, and then so that's maybe 30 feet, maybe 35, and then we're gonna lock it. Okay. So once it locks, it's gonna stop, and then the drone will stabilize, and then we'll lower the package. Awesome. And so if the person is, if they're trying to, reel down the drone, then the drone would sense that it's not supposed to be going down at that rate, and if that happens, then it will engage free fall again. So then the drone will just fly up and away. So leave behind the pile of string, and we have video evidence of who's done it. So that's basically how we solve one of the safety aspects. And so the drive mode engages when the package we want to reel up. Okay. So that's what our patent pending tethering system does. And yeah.
Do you foresee this getting bought by someone else? Like, is anybody else doing? You said patent pending. Is anybody else doing that?
So currently, there's another company out there named Flirty, and Flirty is they're based in Nevada. They're very, very big. They've done the drone delivery tests with Domino's, 7-Eleven, and what they use, at least from the videos.
I know we only know from the commercials, right?
Is more of like a direct drive system. Yeah. And I mean, there are ups and downs for each. Direct drive is much simpler. It might be lighter, but it might not be as quick. It might not be as safe. So that's what we're working on right now, is to provide a safer and more efficient. Saves time, saves energy. Yeah, if you have a direct drive system, you have to be lowering the package, which is slower, and then you're also using up energy. For us, we kind of let go and then catch it.
I'm really looking forward to what you both have in store. So right now, you said just a moment ago that you're kind of focusing on a direct, urban center to deliver. What are you hoping to do when you have this event coming up in May that you're going to be delivering the cookies? Tell me about that, and then kind of what do you hope to do in the future goals? Okay,
so just to correct my partner Jacob, he mentioned it was on Monday. It's May 2nd, okay. Tuesday.
May 2nd, Tuesday.
And so the event is basically we're demoing our project work. And so we've decided to partner with Insomnia Cookies because they just recently opened. They're very, very popular at Brown and everywhere else. And we're also receiving sponsorship from this parachute company called Skycat and Fruity Shoots. They're providing us with a drone parachute system, so that's another level of safety that we're going to add. And so the event, it's very, very popular. We're basically going to be on the main green of Brown's campus, and we're going to be demoing our system by picking up and dropping off cookies within a roped off area. So we're not flying over any people. We're going to show how our tethering system would work, and we're going to be dropping or lowering the cookies onto a kind of a drop pad, and then our team is going to come in, unhook, and then hand out the cookies.
That's awesome. So we can see what you guys are doing in the future. I'm really looking forward to seeing your success. You'll have to let us know once you get that patent okayed and moving on. I want to get your partner Jacob to come around the corner so I can get a picture of you guys, and then we're going to move on to our next guest. You gotta hold up the drone for me because I didn't get one beforehand. Awesome. So A2Z Drone Delivery, you guys are awesome. Thank you so much for coming in. Fantastic. And if you want to go check out the demonstration, May 2nd, right?
May 2nd, Tuesday afternoon, 1 to 3 p.m. on the main green. If it rains, it'll be the next day.
It'll be the next day. Awesome. Thank you guys so much for coming in. I really appreciate it. And you can follow them on Facebook. That's how I found them. You guys are great.